Can I pick up on that? Because I think what Jason's saying is absolutely right. That I think what we're learning actually is that pretty much all feedback is relational, even when you try as hard as you can to get rid of relationships. So often, with surveys, for example, people are constantly, they're trying to design an instrument which is uninfluenced by emotion and relationships. Just give us your data, tell us how you felt about this or that. Here's a scale, it's as bland as we can possibly make it. And yet, from the patient's perspective, and indeed also from the staff perspective, this is still entirely relational. We have lots of evidence pointing us in this direction now. For example, we're doing a series of research chats here at Care Opinion every month, which are online and they're recorded, so you can watch those back if you want to. And the next one, we're talking to a prof in Florida who's talking about his research on surveys where people put perfect ratings for their clinicians, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, and yet negative comments. And why do they do that? Why would people do that? It's because they don't want their clinicians to get into trouble, but they do want them to improve. They do want to tell them something. There was something they could have done better. So people are sophisticated about their feedback, whether it's through Care Opinion or whether it's through a complaint system or whether it's through a survey. There's always a relationship involved. And what's fascinating also is it's highly relational for staff too. And I think that's one of the reasons why Care Opinion works for staff in the way that sometimes survey data or quantitative data doesn't seem to work as well in provoking change. It's because people do react. They react as humans. They react emotionally. They think, this person's had a bad time. I want to help this person. I don't want that to happen again for people like the person who's told their story. We need to make a change. So it's that human connection that's mediated through the stories that appear on Care Opinion that I think often motivates people to produce change in ways they're not always motivated by a pie chart or a bar chart. Sometimes people are. Of course, that's not to say you don't need quantitative data. Of course you do. You need it to tell you whether you've done it right. But often it doesn't inspire you about what to do. So you need it for comparisons, but sometimes it's not the thing that tells you how and what needs to change. So I think this whole question about relationships and a relational feedback that connects people in a way, is really important. Actually, I think we can go further with it. We want to go further with it. It's all about time and resources, of course, and we're still on the learning curve.